Lots of people wonder about if WordPress can scale or not. And sort of the default answer that a lot of folks like me come back to is, hey, WordPress runs 43% of the entire internet. Of course it can scale. But that doesn't really give you as much information as it can be helpful to have when you talk about scale. So usually when people talk about can WordPress scale or can it scale with me and with my business, they're talking about one of probably two things. Does WordPress do what I want it to do as my company scales? Or if I'm dealing with a massive amount of traffic to my website, can WordPress scale in that way? And so I think there's really two answers. And the first, to address the company issue, can WordPress scale with your company? Absolutely. CNN runs on WordPress, NASA runs on WordPress. You have these massive multinational organizations using WordPress to perform a massive amount of work for a huge organization. So WordPress from an editorial standpoint, from a business function standpoint, can definitely scale when it comes to things, even editorially, like having editorial workflows and multiple authors when it comes to things like e-commerce sites, having merchandising and warehousing and fulfillment like that. You have a massive amount of billion-dollar companies running on things like WooCommerce on WordPress. So when it comes to the business that you're running and using WordPress as a tool within your business, as you grow, and lots of companies started on a WordPress blog with one person, and they've grown to dozens or hundreds or thousands of people within their company still using WordPress. So in that sense of WordPress scaling and being a good fit for growing companies, it definitely is. And again, to go back to that stat, a testament to its user experience, its user interface, its ease of use for anybody and pretty much everybody running not quite half of the internet, but a lot of it. It can definitely scale with a growing company. Now, a separate issue is, can WordPress scale a massive amount of traffic? And that's where understanding, yeah, it definitely can on the right host with the right configuration, with the right infrastructure, running the right plugins, those types of things. All of that matters a lot. And so when it comes to the question of can WordPress scale when I need it to technically, the answer is yes, absolutely, with a slight infrastructure asterisk. You have companies like WordPress.com running billions and billions of page views every month on WordPress with a lot of infrastructure, with a lot of data centers, with lots going on. But yes, it can definitely scale. You have WooCommerce.com running on WooCommerce. You have lots of examples of high scale situations with WordPress running them. You have things, Opt-in Monster running billions of requests per day using WordPress as a backend SaaS. So you have lots of really good case studies, lots of good examples of WordPress scaling technically and for businesses as they scale.